Am I the asshole? For expecting my date to cover the cleaning cost of a dress he ruined? I am in a bit of a dilemma and could really use some advice. I've been seeing this guy for a couple months, and we decided to go to a nice high-end restaurant for a date. Initially I was going to wear a nice dark blue dress that I like to wear out, but he asked me to wear a different white dress that I had shown him once as it matched his outfit. I've never had a guy ask me this. The white dress in question was a gift from my late grandmother and was quite expensive, so I was reluctant but agreed and just asked that we didn't go anywhere after where I might spill something on it or otherwise mess it up. He mentioned clubbing after dinner, which is why I said that I didn't want to risk messing the dress up, and he said we could just go to dinner and I could change out of it before doing anything else. Great. However, the evening took a turn for the worse when he accidentally spilled his red wine all over my dress. He had gotten an unexpected call, and when he tried to quickly mute his ringer, his elbow hit his glass and it spilled all in the lap area of my dress before I could react. It was completely drenched and stained. He was apologetic at the time, and I tried to be cool about it, but inside, I was devastated, especially since I had mentioned specifically how I wanted to be careful wearing it. Later, I mentioned to him that the dress was very expensive and asked if he'd be willing to help with the cost of cleaning or replacing it. To get it professionally cleaned and the stain removed would cost $100, which I asked him to pay half of. To my surprise, he got quite defensive. He argued that it was an accident and that I was being unreasonable for expecting him to pay for something like that, and that it was my fault for wearing it out knowing that it could have happened. I feel like it's a matter of principle. Yes, it was an accident, but the dress is ruined, and it was extremely sentimental to me, not to mention a valuable dress. He thinks I'm being materialistic and making a big deal out of nothing. Now, I'm not sure how to feel about his reaction. Am I the asshole? For expecting him to cover the cost? Not the asshole. BTW. This one does not sound like a keeper. Not the asshole. If I spilled my wine on you, I would pay the whole cost. Not the asshole. You paid a $100 to see his red flags. Pretty cheap considering. $100 is a cheap price to pay to find out you don't need to see this selfish jerk again. Get the dress cleaned ASAP to make sure the stains will come out and block the XBF. Cut your losses and move on. You dodged a bullet. Not the asshole. The dress in itself doesn't matter here, the accident was his, and regardless of the value of the dress he should be responsible for getting it cleaned. Not the asshole, but you should have gone to the ladies' room immediately for damage control. You could take him to small claims court for the cost of cleaning if it works or replacement if it doesn't. You went to a high-end restaurant and he can't spring for $50 to clean the dress? You've got yourself a $50,000 millionaire, it sounds like. Yeah, consider his $50 the cost of finding out he's a flake. Most upstanding people would offer to cover the cost of cleaning, accident or not, especially if they'd asked you to wear the outfit. It's nice when the trash takes itself out. Not the asshole, but cut your losses and run. Not the asshole. You'd previously expressed to him the sentimental value and reluctance to wear the dress due to this very reason. Paying half is the least he can do. Suck up the $100, don't see him again and take it as a lesson learned. Not the asshole though. Not the asshole. But you will be if you keep this loser in your life. Not the asshole. He is. Dump him. On the other hand, why did you ever buy a white dress that you are afraid to wear? Not the asshole. He should have offered immediately to pay for it. Least he's saving you time that would be worth more than $50. No more dates for that guy. So completely not the asshole, and you need to ghost him. Block him on everything, block his number, act like he no longer exists. Nta. He should pay all of it, TF? You told him you didn't want to wear IT for this reason and he insisted. 100 on him. Also stop seeing this man. If he is gaslighting you this early, imagine how bad it'll get down the road. Girl, $50 is such a cheap get free out of jail card, embrace it. What a dick. For someone who has all these expectations about how you should look and wear, and when to wear and change out, he really seems a cheap ass over $50. You want this guy long term? Not the asshole, move on. He should have profusely apologized and offered to have it cleaned for you. Was it really dark where you guys were? Not the asshole, accident or not, he is responsible for cleaning up the dress. I suspect it wasn't as accidental as you think it was. He is showing his true colors and he is not worth your time. Marinara flags everywhere. Not the asshole. If you go out with this jackoff again, you will be the what no class clown this guy is. Not the asshole, and the fact that you had to ask for even 50 is a sign this relationship is going nowhere. A normal person, male or female, would have insisted on paying for the cleaning bill. Get out now while you can. Not the asshole, and he should have offered to pay half or, honestly, in full. Dump him, he's probably cheating on you anyway. That's a real easy not the asshole. Does he think this defense would work if he accidentally wrecked his car into someone? Or accidentally screwed something up at work? His actions have consequences, geez. Info: why would you pay half? I truly don't understand that. Not the asshole, but as he hasn't offered and is fighting you about it, I'd consider this to be a really cheap lesson to learn so early on in the relationship and call it a day on this one. Info: are there any financial dynamics we should know about? You say we decided to go to a high-end restaurant. Who paid for the evening? Not the asshole. He is showing you who he is, pay attention to it. Not the asshole, totally reasonable, and step away from this person. He asked you to wear the dress, insisted even, he had an accident, fine, it happens. Instead of rectifying his accident, he blames you, triangular flag on post. He spilled as a test to see what he could get away with. You're out $100, a potentially bad relationship. He made a mistake and is not willing to fix it. This will be a pattern. You're the asshole for expecting him to pay. You had every right to ask, that doesn't mean he had to do it. Not the asshole, and he's not committed to you or he'd be falling over himself to cover 100 of the dress's repair. Not the asshole. Ditch the cheapskate. Not the asshole. I would have paid it immediately. How is he not mortified? You are explicitly not being materialistic. It has emotional value and can't be replaced because of this. It's not about having a dress property. Not the asshole. You. Not the asshole. Him? TA. Benefit to you for showing exactly how you rank with him? Priceless. Accident. Pay to get it cleaned and think of it as an exit fee. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. He should pay the entire cleaning cost. 1. He specifically requested that dress. 2. He failed to mute his phone when he knew it should be. 3. He's the east end of a westbound mule. It being an accident doesn't mean he's absolved of guilt or consequences. You still have to pay even when it's an accident. You're being generous by asking for half and not the whole cost. Nta. Not the asshole. He should have offered to pay 100 for cleaning it. Not offering is a sign of something else about him. Pay it yourself and move on from him.